Shit. Well, I screwed that up. I screwed that up. Something horrible. Alrighty. Ahoy hoy. I'm Planet Walk and welcome to, I guess, a wrap-up stream of the year. Let me get... It's really annoying because my headphones... Oh wait, wrong thing, there we go. Because my headphones broke and now I've got to use headphones that don't quite give me the range that I'd like because I wasn't able to find... You know, like I've got a headphone... Well, I've got this cable here. And I can extend this... I can extend this cable so that it's got like a double thing. If only I had have known that my headphones were going to break yesterday, I would have... Or no, was it the day before? Anyway, one of the days, I would have actually bought new headphones. But, you know, things like that happen. Probably going to have to invest mostly in finding that headphone extender so that I don't have to, you know, pay for headphones until things come in. But how's everyone doing? So... Ah, shit, I forgot what I was going to say. So yeah, 2019's been... You know, you really don't think about how much has actually happened in 2019 until you go back and think of it. Like, a lot has really happened. And it's really amazing how in 2019, there's a lot that can happen when it comes to Flat Earth, despite no new arguments coming up. If you know what I mean. So, no new arguments have really been developed, but a lot has been happening. You know, you got the Behind the Curve documentary. That's one thing that happened right at the start. You got the Logan Paul mockumentary. You've got... Shit, what was there? There's... trying to remember all the Flat Earth news things. One person actually said, Nowpinion, they in the chat just said, I missed the non-sequitur, the non-sequitur show. And yeah, that's another thing that happened. The non-sequitur show fell apart. Okay, I'm going to cheat here. What happened? My channel... Easy way to cheat is just look for my Flat Earth news things. Because that was some... Oh yeah, there was that whole... I'm reluctant to call it censorship because it's not really censorship. It's just, you know, YouTube not recommending Flat Earth channels anymore. There was that happened. Oh yeah, there was that whole R1 thing where he was... That was something that happened. Still... Oh yeah, there was the whole troll I did on the Flat Earthers with having that document up on screen. That was fun. There was also although that was mostly orchestrated by MCToon, you know. Gotta give him most of the credit, really. I just, you know, put it out there. There was that whole George Musa thing. There was... I reached 5,000 subscribers. That was fun. And then there was that one more orbit thing that was done by these people that wanted to circumnavigate in the fastest amount of time between the two poles. That was something that you know, flat earthers keep on saying, oh, show us this, show us this, show us this. And then it's like, okay, yeah, this has happened before. And it's like, no, do it yourself. It's like, okay. So even if I were to, you know, circumnavigate, even though I don't have the money to circumnavigate, they'd still say, oh, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake, you know? And, oh yeah, Angry Simon Dan got a shout out on the Angry Joe show, so that was another interesting thing that happened. Oh, and one of the best things that happened was that whole there's this whole thing that happened. When was it? Shit. A few months ago. Mark Sargent was on New Zealand Today, right? Which is basically a set. I actually haven't seen New Zealand Today on TV, but it was anyway. He was interviewed by Guy Williams. Guy Williams basically, you know, just straight up called him a fuckwit. You know, I think Mark Sargent said something about, oh, I tried to debunk Flat Earth, but I couldn't. And then Guy Williams said, do you think that might be maybe because you're a fuckwit? And at least Mark Sargent laughed at that, so that was fun. Anyway, just seeing what people are saying in the... Oh yeah, Mark Sargent's betting ad. I almost forgot about that. On Australian TV. Oh, and then yeah, there's stuff to do with FE Core and striking down, well, not striking down, but issuing or trying to sue Fight the Flat Earth. Anyway. So yeah, that's all fun. By the way, if anyone wants to join me on the stream, you're more than welcome to. There's a Discord link in the description. This is open to anyone to bring up things that have happened over the last year. But whilst I'm trying to think of things that are happening over the last year, I might just say a few things that I'm probably going to do next year. Because, you know, we've got to look to 2020. No use dwelling in 2019. 2019 was a fun year. But 2020 is where the future is. You know? Oh, until it's 2021, but that's another thing. That's another story. Only 2 days remain in 29, 3 days, depending on where you are, but, you know. But, yeah. So, 2020, what am I going to be doing in that? So, I'm thinking of diversifying from Flat Earth. Because Flat Earth, it's fun to take down some of their arguments, but at the same time, it does get stale after a while. You know, if I'm just pushing out videos taking on people like that guy, apparently that guy deleted his channel. I haven't checked. Should probably fact check this. You know, that guy. No, I don't want to search that girl as a real crowd pleaser. Don't ask me why that's on my why that was recommended to me, because I don't even know myself. Type channel. Yep, that guy's channel seems to be gone. So it was yeeted. So so yeah. When it comes to Flat Earth, you know, as I said, it's okay for a few videos, you know, but trying to make a video every week or 2 videos every week on Flat Earth, you know, it gets repetitive. And I've got, I think it's Robert Legier here. So I'm thinking of going into a few other subjects. I'm definitely going to be tackling a few subjects on the topic of religion. So there's one thing that I actually heard last night, and that was about very interesting argument for why you can't have an infinite regress, which I don't think really applies. Because, you know, why would this apply? So that will be an interesting argument to tackle. And then there's also subjects on other things like climate change. That's going to be something that's going to be happening next year. Definitely taking on climate change with Team Skeptic and AB Science. Also, I'll probably keep on doing Flat Earth Newses. No, not Flat Earth Newses. Flat Earth Nooses. Jeez. I need to make sure I pronounce it right. I gotta go with the pronunciation that I decided on. Because, people are surprised. It's like, oh, why does it sound like Flat Earth Noose? Is it just your accent? It's like, no, I actually named it Flat Earth Noose. It's just the way, it's just something that, even though it doesn't look like it says Flat Earth Noose, even though it looks like it says Flat Earth News, it's actually meant to be Flat Earth Noose. So yeah. Ahoy hoy.
Hello, sir. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing just fine, man. Good to see you again.
Yeah, your audio is really... Oh, wait, no. I thought your audio was really low for a second there. Actually, let me... Might just be my my headphones are down really low.
I have your user volume too high. You're on 200. Say something now.
Ahoy hoy?
I think that's better. Okay, we're good.
Okay, that's good. And so...
How are things?
Oh, things are pretty good. So, what have you thought of so far of the what have you thought of Flat Earth 2019? Anything that I forgot
Flat
to
Earth
mention?
2019. Well, I'll be honest with you, dude. I just got here, so I'm not sure exactly all you covered so far, but I will tell you that Flat Earth hit a big wall here late in 2019, didn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It seemed like around June, July, August area was kind of a hot zone for not only the flat Earth community but for the debunkers. But slowly and surely, and I think most of us saw it happening as it was going on, the flat Earth content started getting really stale. And as a result, even some of the debunking started getting stale. I mean, just look at the debating that's been going on recently. It's the same people making the same points over and over again. So I think overall, by the end of 2019, today here, everything's kind of in a slump.
Yeah, like one of my most recent videos. Which one was it? It was one about water sticking to a ball or something like that. And none of the flat earthers offered any arguments against it, and it was actually one of the worst performing videos in recent times. So, now that could be because of the holiday season, but usually I don't get 1,500 views on a video. Usually it's upwards of 2,000 views, so, So, as I said, it could be because of the holiday season, but it also could be because of, people losing interest in flat Earth, and that's probably likely a lot of the reason why I haven't really gotten any activity like the 4,000 view videos for a while now. I don't think any of my videos have had 4,000 views for a while now. What was the last one to get 4,000 views? Videos. Last one to get 4,000 views was the one that I did with Brainy Beaver. That was the last one to get 4,000 views. One of them has gotten close to 4,000 views, and that was one I did on Eric Dubé. But, So, yeah, it comes down to there's not a lot of stuff happening. And when there's not a lot of stuff happening, things get really stale. So,
I agree.
And so I think now would be a good time. And like Simon Dan, he kind of had a good idea a while ago, and that was to, and that was the introduction of Tinfoil Tuesday, and it actually worked really well for him. And so yeah, I think that's a good direction to go in tackling conspiracy theories and stuff like that. But I also think that there's other issues that can be addressed that, you know, maybe do need to be addressed. Things like PragerU. That should be fun. PragerU.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. There's only one.
Planet Walk, real quick.
Hmm?
I'm listening. I just got to run across the room real quick, so I won't be responding until I get back. I'm still
Okay.
listening. No, go ahead.
Yeah, like PragerU was one thing that I remember when I first saw it. It's like I was watching it, and then all of a sudden, I was watching it because I was wondering, okay, what are they talking about? And then I was like, okay, so they're just making bad arguments. And like the argument was really, really bad. It's like, why do universities love socialism, or what? Yeah, why does everyone talk about socialism when socialism has killed more people than Nazis or fascism? It's like, well, actually, it's because socialism, some of the ideas put forth of that might be alright. I don't see any of the fascist ideas being... You know, some people might find some of the fascist ideas alright. But, you know, most people like some of the socialist ideas. When you're talking about, like, full-on socialism, like what they had in the USSR, then, you know, maybe that might be a bad idea. And I don't see any... I don't see many people advocating for that, but, you know, I might be wrong. I think
socialism I think socialism as a chalkboard principle has a lot of appeals to it, but it's never been applied successfully to where anybody's been satisfied. So, yeah, I would say that you'd have a lot more supporters for socialist agenda points, at least, than you ever will for Nazis and things like that.
Yeah, so it's, you know, it's even though, you know, a lot of people have died under socialism, it's when people talk about implementing socialism in the future, they're generally what's put forward as socialist policy proposals rather than socialism as a package. I don't think socialism as a package being implemented right away would be a good idea, because obviously there'd be a lot of radical changes that would have to be made, and when you're making radical changes, sometimes it doesn't benefit everyone. Even if the purpose of those radical changes is to benefit everyone, I think that there's a certain level of progress that needs, or holding back, that needs to be done. So, you know. And Nowpinion said in
I agree.
Nowpinion said in the chat, I met a real life flat earther this month. His arguments was that the planet needed to accelerate to catch up with the sun. What?
People should go give Nowpinion a subscribe.
Okay.
We gave a look at his channel on our show this past week, and it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I just noticed in the chat, Zombiephobe says, poverty as an issue of capitalism has killed more in 1 year than socialism has killed more people in 1 year than socialism has in 100 years. And I'm not sure of those numbers. I'd have to look into it. You might be right, but I have a bit of doubt about that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
Because how many people I should be clear what I mean by socialism here. I mean, or what I mean by socialism, I mean socialist states. So that would be things like the USSR and Mao in China.
Right.
Because there is a lot of, like, if we look at some places that people call socialist but aren't really socialist, they're democratic or social democracies or something like that, like the Nordic countries, then, you know, they haven't killed anything. But if you're talking about things that, you know, people might bring up, the such and such was socialist, and or actually, here's a classic example: the Nazi Party. People will say, "Oh, the Nazis were socialists," and it's like, well, actually, I don't think they were. Didn't they kill the socialists?
Yeah, I wouldn't qualify the Nazis, especially during the World War II era Nazis, as a socialist at all. No.
Well, people say, "Oh, but they had socialists in their name." It's like, yeah, the normal. If you want to use socialist as a example of some place being socialist, well, let's use the Democratic Republic of North Korea or something like that. You know, it's not a democratic republic because it's not democratic.
All, yeah. It's not democratic and it's not a republic. Dictatorship.
Yeah, so, you know, it's
an autocracy of the highest definition. And yeah.
And so, you know, that's why I prefer to debate policy positions, because everyone says, "Oh, this is socialist. This isn't socialist. This is capitalist. This isn't capitalist. This is conservative. This isn't conservative." It's like, okay, I just want to argue whether this policy position is a good policy position.
Funkadelic, if you want to find out if the United States are united, go ahead and fuck with us.
Basically, the idea is the only thing that the United States will unite on is foreign policy, and that is bomb everyone that isn't the United States.
Damn right.
That's the one thing that everybody in the United States can agree on.
I think that most countries are very similar. Like, we'll bicker amongst ourselves and everything, especially when it has to do with our own problems, but outwardly, we're very much united.
Wait, are you including I'm not sure if Vroom Fondell is joking, because are you including World War IV, which was a proxy war between socialism and capitalism from Vietnam to Cambodia, costing the lives of millions? I'm not sure if that's a joke, because I don't think there has been a World War IV. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a joke, or they might be.
I think he's being dramatic about a real event. He's saying a socialist war of capitalists between Vietnam to Cambodia, costing the lives of millions. Come in here and talk to us about that, Vroom.
One person says, the US don't need anyone to fuck with them. They're already fucked. And that actually reminds me of an article by The Onion.
Chrismer, we are equal opportunity bombers.
And there's an article by The Onion, and it says the FBI are terrified of new plan by Al-Qaeda to sit back and do nothing while the US burns. It's like, that's actually, I know it's The Onion and it's supposed to be parody, but that wouldn't actually surprise me at this point.
It's actually, yeah, it's very genius. It has some truth to it.
Yeah, it sounds like it could legitimately be a plan by Al-Qaeda, and these guys
are gonna do each other themselves in.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason that gave it away that it was parody was the fact that The Onion wrote it. If it was if it was one of these other parody websites that I wasn't familiar with, I would have actually believed that shit.
I can see you doing a video on it.
And
Whoopsie.
then we've got people in the another thing is we've got people in the chat going back to the year in 2019 on Flat Earth. We've got people in the chat like Gary Wabenga that say repeat the same talking points. Clouds angle down towards the horizon because of perspective, not because of curvature. And it's like, okay, do you even know the formula for perspective? Whenever you ask them for the formula for perspective so that we can actually make predictions to based on perspective, they never give it.
I wonder why.
You know, it's something that if we had their formula for perspective, we could make predictions, but they never give the formula for perspective.
Right.
And so, you know, it's
They never give anything, dude. Period. Whenever we ask them for any kind of clarification or to elaborate on anything other than their basest claim, 90%, 95% of them deflect from that instant on. They will not corner themselves to anything other than the blanket acclaim because there's wiggle room there if you catch them somewhere. But if you ask them to go further than that, then they start putting themselves in corners and they're easily debunked that way. So they keep the childishness and they keep their ability to wiggle out of being trapped because they're not smart enough to avoid those traps. So they just don't allow you to set them.
Yeah. Like there is a formula for perspective. And
well, I don't know it. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a formula or I don't excel at any of that.
But like the formula for perspective can be used to calculate things, and if you're doing anything in game development, your whole in 3D game development, all the imagery that you're seeing on screen, unless it's a UI or something, that relies on perspective.
Right.
So, you know, there is an established formula for perspective. Do they just think that when it comes to video games that people just, you know, guess, oh, this is how something is supposed to work? Is that what they think they do? Do they think that people guess? It's like, no, we don't guess.
That's absolutely never guess.
It's not a case of we'll guess how fast this should appear to disappear into the distance. It's like, no, we can actually calculate this is how fast something should appear to disappear into the distance.
And then we'll test it.
Well, we don't. I mean, I suppose you could test it in like testing how fast a car should appear to disappear into the distance, and match it to a video game, and it actually has been tested, but you don't really need to, seeing as these things have been established for quite a long time.
Absolutely.
But yeah, perspective is the one thing that flat earthers always say but don't understand what it actually is.
Along with many others.
Yeah. Like, Nathan, what is diffraction? You know, that's a fun thing.
Man, I get physically upset anytime anyone brings up the Nathans. I can't stand those things.
Which Nathan?
I don't like Oakley or Thompson, and I'm not very fond of Roberts either. But Roberts is a lesser degree of dislike than the other two. Nathan Oakley and Nathan Thompson have both had extreme punch appeal, and I'd go as far as to say that I would consider Nathan Thompson, if I saw him in person, I would punch. I would take whatever comes with that too. And Oakley, I'd probably find myself hard pressed to avoid that as well.
So Gerry is saying maybe you can tell me why clouds appear to angle down to the horizon. And it's like
Because Isn't that what you would say, Gerry? Isn't that what you would say?
yeah, that is something that Gerry would say. And it's like I will admit some of it would be due to perspective, but there would also be Earth curve involved as to why the clouds go down to the horizon. If the clouds never actually touch, well, no, I'm not going to say that. If the clouds didn't actually disappear over the curve of the Earth, then we would expect to see some kind of. We wouldn't expect them to appear to intersect with the ground so cleanly as they do.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, there's gonna. What's. Yeah, I'm just
Hey,
gonna...
Player Walk, just a heads up, I'm going to be keeping my mic muted unless I'm actually talking, and there's a chance I could robot. I'm going into a pretty shoddy service area, but I'll try to keep it up.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn the ringtone down on my phone so I don't get interrupted by, random whatever's coming up, because I think that was a Discord thing that decided to...
Random doodads.
Yeah, notifications. Aren't they fun? Especially when you get like 1,000 notifications. It's both, Gerry. So they do appear to angle down partially due to perspective, but it's also due to Earth curvature. There can be two different things causing one phenomenon. But, there's... Look up Glory Hole, that should be it. I'm not looking up Glory Hole. I've seen that song. I've heard that song. Okay. Yeah, Nowpinion just said that he created a TikTok account and made the dumbest 15-second clip. It got 30,000 views and tons of followers. It seems as if you do something stupid, you get rewarded. This is why we have Flat Earth. Maybe I should just create a TikTok account. Fuck it, I'll download it right now. Everyone go follow me on TikTok. Because apparently that's a thing that people use. I need to go to Play Store to download it, don't I? Even though I personally have never used TikTok until now. Basically, when I heard of TikTok, I was like, oh, jeez. What is it? I'll probably get bored of it within like a month. No, actually a week. There we go. No, I don't want to go onto YouTube, phone. No, I don't want... Go away. Go back. Back. There we go. Install. So yeah. Yeah, when I first heard of it, I was like, wait, isn't this just music.ly rebranded? Apparently it's not. And apparently it is as well. Apparently it's both.
I don't use it.
I'm downloading it now. I probably won't be able to come up with anything for the stream. But Google... No, I'm not I'm not Googling fisting. I know what fisting is, god damn it. You Americans keep on going on about it. It's everything and nothing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not Googling fisting. The Americans keep on going on about it, so yes, I do know what it is. Oh, and yeah, well, I think I've got my stream demonetized. Someone please tell me who said he would get physical with Thompson gladly. I don't think anyone said that they'd get physical with Thompson. It's like YouTube with people with short attention spans. Okay. Oh, 4 people with short attention spans. Okay.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Actually, funnily enough, YouTube has been going and recommending me things. Maybe they realize that I've got ADHD, right? So they've just been.
I have ADHD as well.
So maybe they're like, oh, we've got to recommend this person a whole lot of really short clips, like a clip of a car going around a track, or a clip of NASCAR racing, but it's just and that's not just me trying to do a really bad NASCAR impression. That was actually what the clip was. Instead of the NASCAR sounds, it was just a guy going It was like a minute. Oh, that's what TikTok is. It's just Vine.
Huh.
That's what it is. It's just Vine with like 50, instead of 15 seconds, it's like, instead of like 7 seconds or 6 seconds, it's... Okay. Here's my question.
Funny that you're talking about...
Hmm?
It's funny that you're bringing up TikTok and stuff. I just spent the last hour or so watching Leon Lush do a couple videos on TikTok stories. Just weird.
Okay, yeah. But here's
not know
one
who
thing
Leon Lush
weird.
is?
Why is it that I installed it and then it has to update? Like immediately after? I thought Google Play didn't do that. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know. I've never had that happen. It's always been, I've downloaded something and then I can immediately use it. Marvel Girl says...
I guess it depends on how it's packaged.
Yeah. Marvel Girl said, "Hey, Planet Walk. Hope Santa was good to you. I mostly got chocolate. That's the main thing I got. I also got some money from my parents to pre-order Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's gonna be a fun game.
I cannot wait, dude, to play that game again.
Oh, it looks awesome.
It's gonna be so damn good, man.
Okay.
And that's one thing that almost every gamer can unite behind is Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. Alright. I need to sign up for an account on TikTok, apparently. Okay. Let's go continue with Google. So I'll just create... Here's my plan here. My plan will be create stupid shit with TikTok. And then... You know, maybe leech some of that and tell them to look at my YouTube playlist. That'll be something that I could do. And I was born around the 30th of October 1996. There we go. People will probably try and tell me that I was born in 2005. Okay. Huh. Seems I'm at Planet Walk. Cool. So Gary says if you're flying above the cloud layer, the clouds up ahead appear to slant upwards. Not really. Not Not really. So when it comes to being below the cloud layer, so it depends what you're looking at. If you're trying to look purely from your field of view, they may appear to go upwards a little bit, but that's entirely due to perspective. When you're under the clouds, they definitely are. It looks a lot more like they're slanting downwards than when you're above them slanting upwards. So I've been on a plane. I know what I've seen. It looks different. They don't appear to slope upwards towards your eye level. Our eyes are really good at determining whether there's a slope on something that is whether something is sloping away or sloping to. Well, I wouldn't say really good, but they're pretty good at determining whether whether things of significant size are sloping away or towards or something. And we've got Fruit Force with us. Ahoy hoy, Fruit Force. You're muted, by the way. Oh yeah, I did create a TikTok. I haven't thought of any. You see, it takes a while for my genius to. Maybe here's what I'll do. I'll tap to create your first short video. What does this do? Here's what here's what I'll do. I'll create just this really stupid thing. Oh, there's a power button. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm just playing a walk. Actually, no, I'm not going to. Actually, let me redo that. Yep. Reshoot. I'm really picky when it comes to recording things, so. No. We're gonna redo that. So yeah, this is basically my thing towards recording videos. I'll record the same take multiple times because I'll be like, actually no, that's not good. Actually no. We're undoing that because I didn't like the way that started. Okay, there we go. Yep, there we go. Done. Wait. God damn it! No. God. Compression. What is that? Okay. So Okay, there's been an annoying thing when things don't have an option for compression. Compression is very useful. Always add compression. You hear that, Fruit Force? Always add compression. You do not know how useful compression is until you use it. I use it all the time for my YouTube videos. In fact, even now I've got a compressor on my audio here. If I go to properties,
Yeah, I'm using my compressor from the voice meter right now.
Yeah, sure, my compressor isn't that great. It's a 5:1 ratio, and it probably actually doesn't compress my voice all that much, but it does at least provide a bit of, leveling of everything.
Level everything out. Yep.
Yeah. What I'm gonna have to do, alright, is I'm gonna have to turn. There we go.
What is that sound effect that I keep hearing?
So basically, 2020 apparently is going to include TikTok Planet Walk, so make sure you follow me on TikTok because, shit. There we go. There we go.
Planet Walk, what is that sound effect that we keep hearing?
What is that, what?
I keep hearing a heavy piano key sound effect.
Yeah, that's basically a thing on that I'm doing for TikTok. Because apparently that's what all the cool kids are using.
Flat Pete, accept my seed.
What are you even talking about?
Huh? What did you say?
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Okay. God damn it, I have to... Do I have to do...
So, apparently I'm a bully on the internet.
Okay.
Apparently I'm sicking my minions on someone, but I don't even know this person.
Yeah, that seems to be something that...
So I just post a video and be all, yeah, my minions scatter through the pixels and spread my seed. That would be great. Go edit it and get a bunch of numbers and shit all over.
Okay. So there we go. I'm just gonna call this I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
TikTok professional here.
Yep.
Isn't TikTok by a Chinese company?
I don't know.
Not looking good. Not looking good.
Hashtags. Hashtags. Meme. Yep, let's just put hashtag meme.
That's why I do it.
And post. Fuck it. Post now.
Hashtag.
So apparently people can now follow me on TikTok. What the No. Don't get this video claimed TikTok.
See, the videos, they don't get claimed. It's just a piece of your soul that gets claimed.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So
It
now
doesn't matter. You can just make another one.
Yeah, TikTok is basically shit posting.
Yes, it is, my sir. I have cookies and milk. I'm pretty happy at the moment.
So yeah, that's essentially I'm just going to use TikTok for shit posting. All the things that I wouldn't do on my YouTube channel are going to be done with TikTok.
Yeah, my friend's a bit viral on TikTok, and she pretty much just lives off of TikTok from her patrons. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
I think. It's how the hell do you accumulate patrons on TikTok? I don't understand that. You just...
I
Who cares? I got milk.
I might make like a few videos just saying the Earth is not. Dell would be a star on TikTok.
Just keep posting the ball spear song.
Ball, sphere, ball, sphere, ball, sphere, ball, sphere.
Oh. We're gonna be like penguins, though.
I'll
New
probably
Zealand
make
isn't
like a
even really
few.
Australia.
I'll probably make like a few flat Earth things. Be like, okay, educational lesson. Earth isn't flat.
But what happens when you draw the Earth on a whiteboard?
Hey, playing a walk, my friend.
What's that?
I have to duck out, fellas. It was great talking to you again, dude.
Okay.
Take it easy, food force.
Yeah, always fruiting.
Later, guys.
The fuck did I just say? Always fruiting. Whatever. I got cookies and I'm happy.
Probably.
Hmm.
Wait, there's a balance on TikTok. Wait, does TikTok have in what?
I have no idea. I don't touch TikTok. All I know is that some people make money off of it somehow.
I probably have cancer, so you know, just by downloading
Nah,
it. So.
You just got diagnosed. Yep, you got diagnosed.
Yeah. I'll probably also, you know, work on some songs next year. You know, just play
Oh yeah.
some. I might record, you know, some exponents or something. You know,
Yeah.
or at least try to record. You know, apparently,
Yeah.
I am really bad when
what
telling
you're-
whether singing is good or bad. Right now, this might be because I'm used to hearing terrible singing. You know, I've had to hear myself sing whenever I sing. So
I'm
might
not
just-
sure if you have potential to be a good singer or not. It's kind of a
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
I might have. It is possible that I have potential to be a good singer, but it's like
at the moment singing. But who knows?
you know,
Oh my God.
it's all up in the air. You know, I've got at the very least I can play guitar, and apparently I didn't sing too bad at my father's funeral. So you know.
Oh Jesus. When everybody's quiet and they're not talking or even crying, they know you're bad. No. Kidding. But if they're crying, you're amazing. It's the best. No.
Yeah, it's one of them things that when it came to the sort of
That's why you
real-
scream free bird and throw a peace sign and walk off stage. Free bird. Oh, fuck.
Yes, it was basically shit. Like I think when it came, I don't know why I'm grabbing the guitar. It's not like I was gonna play anything for you. Essentially, when it came to the bridge, I think I fucked it up really bad, but I don't think anyone noticed.
Once in a lifetime chance here.
So you know, told you I wasn't gonna play anything for you.
Oh, there it is.
So yeah.
I don't know.
The Earth is a flat, curved, spherical, triangular square. Yes, that's pretty much what flat earthers believe.
Yes.
One thing that I've got coming up is I've got a rewind coming up, and I have five dances in it so far. And those dances like I've got 5 clips of dances. Those dances do include conspiracy cats, so although I'm pretty sure AV Science is the best dancer that I've seen. So you know. Although that might be topped by Team Skeptic if he gets his dance to me on time. It's probably gonna have like 7 or 8 people dancing.
Sorry, I'm just really enjoying this milk right now.
I don't know how many people did I message. I messaged I messaged a fair few people about it. Well, there'll be a few people that I'll need to re-message, mate. Yeah. So I might have a sex. Oh, actually, the video will have a sex dance in there. Just won't be
yeah, sex dance.
Yeah, it just won't necessarily be be for sex.
Oh, we got some new people joining the Discord yesterday. It's nice.
What Discord?
Always good to have more. Your Discord, dummy.
Wait, people joined? I thought people were leaving.
No. Meeseeks welcome backs. Oh, just rage quit life. That means they left, right?
Yeah. Like everyone's just leaving the Discord because nothing's happening.
Well. Well then, we're better off without you. Go away. Put your head in shame. We don't care. I know we're the ones that are telling you to put your head in shame, but
yeah.
Who cares?
I do have a few things planned for next year, but I think
Make way for the prophecy to insurgency its way into our institute.
I do think that it's better left to next year to find out, because yeah, I do have things planned, right, for 2020. It's not like I've got nothing planned.
Chaos. No, you've got things planned. It's just what happened was you are doing things that they're not interested, so they fucked off. And that's fine, because the people that stuck around, they're the ones that are keep on giving you views, and that's fine. I'd rather have people, if I were you, I'd rather have a loyal fan base than a casual shitpost fan base that'll drop you randomly. Because if you can keep several couple thousand people, they keep on coming back to your views, that's fine, because that guarantees you average amount of views per video, typically.
It's also nice seeing new faces.
Loyal customers.
It's also nice seeing new faces around as well. You know? So
someone's asking what versions of the Bible do we accept?
Who's asking what version? Oh, you're talking about like skip. Oh, Doranku is saying. Oh, yeah.
Well,
you're talking about the Discord. I'm like mostly looking at the live chat here. But yeah, like I like having new faces appear, because seeing new faces like welcome. Whereas seeing the same faces does show loyalty, but I don't know. Like I've seen people come and go so many times, even people that seemed really loyal, if you know what I mean. So it's like,
oh yeah, that happens.
Like
you just replace them. It's chill.
Yeah, like I think the person
you'll find more.
I think the most loyal person that I've had so far would have to be either Sammy or Charisma.
What about Skeptic?
No. I skipped.
Fine. No.
They've probably been the people that have stuck around the longest,
Sammy?
Yeah, Sammy and Charisma.
Okay. I have to eliminate them. I will be your only friend. Which is essentially being friends with myself, so.
Yes, because apparently you look similar to me.
Yeah, and apparently I also look like Heath, and you look like Heath.
I think you look closer. I think you look like an email version of Heath.
Oh god, isn't Heath already emo? I have a pentagram necklace. I'm goth now. You see, that's how it works.
Basically, it's like if you take Heath's hair and just dye it and grow it out a bit longer, then you'd have you. If you dyed Heath's hair black and if you grew Heath's hair out a bit longer, dyed it black, then you'd basically have you. Maybe I'm not sure of the shape face shape would be.
I don't think the face shape is a thing at all. It's more aligned with your lines. Like, my face shape is more aligned with yours, but yours is also more slanted towards his. If that makes any sense.
Oh, okay.
But there's a missing link between me and Heath. We must find the missing link.
Are you sure that missing link isn't your girlfriend?
Oh, Nikki?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what your girlfriend's name is, but are you sure the missing link isn't your girlfriend? Because, I mean, she...
She does have a vagina.
Essentially, when it comes to... Yeah, essentially, when it comes to the whole... When it comes to girlfriend, it looks like she's basically a clone of you.
Yes, because it was a success.
Yeah.
See, my goal is to surround myself with nothing but false universe versions of me. See, my girlfriend, she's another version of me, but as a woman. Perfect fit. No pun intended. Oh god, that turned out dirty. And then you and Heath is the other version of me that I don't know, but is a friend of a friend. You see, there's a whole archetype of this environment to it. You know, eventually there will be only Sebi. I mean, fruit. There will only be fruits.
Yeah. It's like Team Skeptic always says, you know, I've got a girl's haircut, so, you know. Maybe you do too. And you just...
I'm sorry, my brain just went to salad for a second.
So, here's a conspiracy. Maybe your girlfriend is actually the real Sebi.
Well, she was born in 94, so she is older. I guess
I'm not sure what that has to do with... I mean,
if she came before I did, it's like saying the egg became before the chicken. But we all know God zapped into chicken, so the chicken came first. This is how Genesis works. It says there was nothing, and then he created the rivers and shit and land. And then he goes, "This is good. This is good." Then he created humans and animals and shit, and he's like, "This is good." That's Genesis for you.
I thought Genesis was something about the land of confusion or something like that.
No, I got Genesis right here. Want me to read it to you?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll get claimed by UMG or some shit if we read
Genesis. It's the Bible. Who cares?
Like last time I tried singing. Wait.
The Old Testament, Genesis. Like, it literally says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty, darkness covered, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, my clan. Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters." So there was waters first, apparently. And then he literally just goes, "Let there be light." And then there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And then he separated the light from the darkness. And it's literally just keeps on doing that over and over again. It's like God just hovers over this parcel of fucking water. Then he goes, "Oh, here's some light. This is good. Oh, there's darkness over here. This is good." And he just starts plopping shit down left and right.
How do you flat earthers take this shit seriously?
It's very serious stuff. You don't mess with God. He'll feel like this is bad, and then he'll zap you out of existence, and your head will explode. Then he goes, "This is good."
I don't know how flat earthers managed to take the Bible literally. You know, like MCToon just said, it's freaking poetry. Wait, someone says, "Is this you, this you, bruh?"
I'm just gonna write my own Bible. I'll find my own followers. I'll die a martyr and start a religion. Then people can fear my book.
Okay, apparently someone says, is this you, bruh, and linked to this poop video that was streamed 4 days ago. It's like, no, that's not me. Who
I'm
is
also
this?
talking about me.
Who is this person? Profile, mutual servers, conspiracy cats. Okay. You know, when it comes to the Bible, do not take the Bible literally, right? Whether you're a Christian
I was
or
reading the
a
Old Testament, by the way.
whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're
It's a good moral compass in some, unless you're in the.
it's not
Old
even a good
Testament.
moral compass.
It's just a good guidebook for when you're a child.
I think that when it comes to morality, it's far better to argue morality from a philosophical standpoint than from a biblical standpoint. If you try arguing morality from a biblical standpoint, you have no arguments to argue whether something like incest is bad.
Yeah, I hear you. I heard it out.
In fact, I've literally tried arguing. I basically talked to Skeptic about incest, right? And I was like, "Are you against incest?" And he actually said that he wasn't that there was nothing wrong with incest. And I'm like, "Wait, nothing's wrong with incest?"
Of course, it's America's pastime. I'll be right back. I gotta take some more laundry.
I thought it was Alabama's pastime.
Well, you're on the other side of the world, so you don't know.
I mean, I guess. So, you know, it's like, I wouldn't take, I don't think the Bible is, I don't think the Bible is good, it's even a good moral compass. You know, if you use the Bible for morality, then, I actually had a really good thing. Apparently it's from the Death Note manga when Nia said, even if there was a god and the god laid out their rules before us, I'd still question it. And I'd agree. It's always good to question your morals. And for that you need philosophy. Or at least it's best done from a philosophical... Oh yeah, like, not even people who take the Bible literally take it literally. Wasn't there that thing about not eating pork? Don't eat pork, you disgusting fucks. You know, it's like, I don't even get why. I mean, I guess there's health benefits to not eating pork, maybe. I mean, that might be one thing, but, you know, there may be benefits to doing some of the things that it says in the Bible. But some of these rules seem very arbitrary. Like, don't wear a thing weaved of 2 different fabrics or something, some shit like that. No, I'm not gonna look to see if my shirt's a blend of polyester and cotton. Fuck that. And hello, Charisma. I'm not sure if you got your mic set up correctly, so I'll give you... Oh, there we go.
There we go. My computer was...
Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, nobody should take the Bible literally or figuratively or any way else except for actually burning the book.
Yeah.
And it's not even good campfire. It's not even good campfire material. Burns way too damn quick.
Essentially, yeah, when it comes to things like... When it comes to the Bible, you know...
Some serious shit we're talking about.
The more I read of it, the more it's like, how do people take this seriously?
Well, I believe a lot of religious followers, the people that are more depth within it. Like, I don't know. I just think that like the royal family, all that shit, it's very cult-like.
I could see them taking it seriously about 500 years ago, but not
Not
after.
in modern today where we have computer science.
Yeah.
Because computer science itself contradicts the Bible.
Yeah.
If
Actually,
you
I think
guys
the
can talk,
only.
I'm gonna get my Bible, really quick. So you
I
guys.
think
I have my Bible out.
I don't have mine out. I burned the last one. I forgot to buy a new one. Damn it. No, I don't condone burning books. I was joking. Don't take that seriously.
Yeah, burning books is a bad thing. I mean, there's a
Yeah,
reason
it is.
destroying the Library of Alexandria is kind of
Yeah.
kind
Destroying
of set us
anything.
back by 1,000 years. So
The only books I would suggest destroying are any flat Earth, bullshit books.
yeah, anything like that, that's pretty bad. Let's just write our own version of Genesis.
And I have
Said he gloomed over the flat plains that was Earth, and then he said, "This was good."
and this is good, and this was good, and that was good.
Oh, Genesis just makes my brain numb.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I mean, it's terrible.
I mean, if you think about it, it's impossible because two people cannot propagate millions of people. Genetic
Yeah.
defects are a thing.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Kentucky Blue Bowl. I mean,
What they say about
it just, and then it just made their skin blue, and it was a defect at first, but then it turned normal. That's pretty much how quick evolution happens. Is when a lot of incest happens in the dense amount.
yeah, 15 last names.
Wait, did we
Kentucky
go
has
back to
15 last
incest?
names.
Yes, lots of incest. The Kentucky Blue people we're discussing.
Okay. There's incest in the Bible as well. In fact,
Yeah, it's all over. It's even in the royal family.
There are literally like 15 last names in Kentucky. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. It's kind of like going down to Michigan. It's nothing but like the same family everywhere you go.
so I'm going to just open to a random passage in the Bible, right? Somewhere about
I know.
here, I guess. And it says, we're in Kings, let's go.
We was
Sweet.
kings.
And Jeroboam the son of Ahab began to reign over Israel and Samaria in the 18th year of Josaphat king of Judah. And he reigned 12 years. And he wrought evil in the sight of Jehovah, but not like his father, and like his mother. And he took away the column of Baal that his father had made. Only he clave to the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. He did not depart therefrom.
Wonderful.
Beautiful. I have tears in
Now,
my eyes.
officially,
It
final
sounds...
random page.
Here's
Then
the thing with the Bible.
Eliphaz, the tenement might reapply.
The
To the
Bible...
wise man of answer with empty counsel or he'll himself.
You see, one of the things with the Bible is a lot of it sounds a lot like God going, lol, you're evil, so I'm going to kill you.
That's pretty much the Bible in a nutshell. Lol, I guess you're gonna die today.
Yeah, like... at least the Old Testament, the New Testament was like, okay, I think we were... It's like the
Lol,
writers
gays are
went...
good now. Lol, I'm okay with gay people now. Oh shit.
Like, when it
Yeah,
comes
it
to
rained
the New
12
Testament,
years.
it's like, okay,
Lol,
I guess
the Jews
the...
are not that bad.
Like, the New Testament is one of these things where it's like, I guess the Old Testament was a little bit too brutal, so therefore...
They kind of reinterpreted it a million times to something slightly less shitty.
Well, no, it's more like, we're gonna bring this Jesus character in, and he's gonna be a cool dude.
Yeah.
You know, and...
Well, the Old Testament is more on the line of Judaism, I believe. Judaism.
Yeah. I believe
forget
the Old
Jesus.
Testament is based off the Torah or something like that.
Yes. Who's playing Magic early? Oh, that was when you were wrecking him with your Risen Reefs.
Let's see. Random Bible verse generator.
Okay, what's the random Bible verse What does the random Bible verse generator give?
What does it give me? Hold on a second. I've got to actually let it load.
Well, it actually gives some of the fucked up verses. Oh, hey, we've got
I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned their head against their adversaries.
Good.
Psalms. Which one was it?
Isn't Psalms
I
like
can't
a whole
even
lot of
81:14.
Isn't Psalms like poetry? Well, at least that's what I think it is. And ahoy hoy casual.
Hey,
Yo,
how's it
casual.
going? Hey.
Okay, you're
What are
really
you talking about?
quiet. Like really quiet.
Hold on, hold on. I'll turn it up. I might get some. You might get echo. That's the only thing.
Found
Okay.
it there. My audio went away for a minute, so I was just talking. Yeah, cancer.
Yeah, I don't hear any echo so far.
Oh Jesus.
And he's deafened, so he can't even hear us.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's a bit better.
There, I can hear you.
Good.
now.
That's good.
I was
You got it
able
on-
to hear anybody for a second.
You got it
I
on
just
push-
just seen your message plan a walk, so I just as soon as I saw it, I came on a bit late.
Okay, so like this started with talking about what's happened in 2019. So what were some entertaining things for you in 2019? In flat Earth?
For me, entertaining.
I got
Oh,
my
blimey.
Cybertruck pre-ordered.
I wish I'd come a bit more prepared. Let me ever think about it. So many.
The most entertaining was seeing Blue Marble Science hand that guy's ass to him repeatedly over and over again.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, that's been the most entertaining because I particularly enjoyed Blue Marble Science's last video to him when he actually demonstrated it in his workshop. And I don't know if everybody knows yet, but that guy has actually deleted his channel since.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And actually, Blue actually in his video said he said, you know, that guy, it's time to delete your channel. I actually quite enjoyed that, but you know, it to a certain extent, I was a little bit disappointed because I was actually enjoying the backwards and forwards between them because it was you know, it was really entertaining. It really was. I really enjoyed that.
And it was not only entertaining, but it was actually educated too as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because you learn the mechanics, but the stellarium and everything, and I did not know about stellarium until that.
Yeah, Solarium is good. It's a great predictor as well as looking at what happened in the past. You know, with literally the constellations where stars can be, where the planets will be, what phases the moons will be in at any given time, way into the future as well. It was great.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. But one thing, the thing with that guy, I kept on noticing a trend. He was assuming that the Earth, that the moon orbits the Earth every day.
Okay.
Because he said we can only have a full moon at midnight. Which we all know that's not true.
Well, the problem he's got, right, is that I noticed straight away is that he thinks of the whole solar system, the moon, the Earth, and the sun. They're all sort of orbiting in on an even plane, on the same plane. So in other words, he thinks that the moon rotates around in line with the equator and everything else, and he thinks that basically the Earth's equator is in line with an imaginary equator of the sun, if you will. And he thinks everything on a kind of like a flat plane, all the planet. You can just tell the way he's talking. That's why he wasn't getting what Blue was actually saying, and that's not a case, as we know that the moon doesn't orbit that way. It's slightly inclined, I think, 15 degrees or whatever it is.
Yeah, something like that. Because if the moon was doing that every day, imagine how we would have tsunamis on a daily basis.
Yeah, exactly.
If the moon was doing that fast.
Yeah, exactly. So it just doesn't work the way he was thinking, as well as getting his maths wrong.
Well,
sometimes he was using sometimes he was getting his maths right, but then again, he was using the wrong maths because he wasn't getting the fact that, and he doesn't seem to be able to think in 3 dimensions. He just doesn't get it.
That's the same with almost all. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say that seems to be a common occurrence with flat earthers. They can't think of it in any more than 2 dimensions. See that with people like Mr. Thrive and Survive.
Yeah, that's it.
I made one video on that guy, and I was going to make a second video, but I never got round to it. Now he's deleted his channel, so it's a little unfortunate, but hey, at least that's one thing to deal with, I guess.
They can't think 3-dimensionally, and they definitely can't think 4th-dimensionally, where you factor in time as well.
Oh, yeah.
The 4th dimension is time.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, 4th dimension, they're thinking about time and space and the time-space continuum and all the rest of it. I mean, that is a hard thing to get your head around for anybody.
Yeah.
Let alone a flat earther, so... It's not an easy thing to understand. I mean, I don't get Einstein's theory. I get the fundamentals of Einstein's theory of relativity, but I couldn't really explain it to you.
It's hard to explain. It's more something you need, like diagrams and shit, to show someone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more of a picture thing that you need to show somebody. I mean, it's amazing if you can explain it in words to someone. It really is, and to be concise enough so that person understands what you're saying and can form a picture in their head from what you're saying. But it just comes down to being a great storyteller.
One thing I'm thinking about doing is looking into a bit more of these things, but like Einstein's theory of relativity, trying to get down some numbers in that. Because when it comes to things like Newton's law of gravitation, you've got G(m1, m2) over r squared, right?
Yeah.
And so,
I'm almost at rank 44 in Arena, by the way.
Planet Walk, I would keep it simple though, simpler than that. I would really keep it simple because I think you lose your audience if you get too sort of into the maths of it. I think.
There was actually a video I saw quite a while ago explaining explained all the way from 1D all the way up to 4 dimensions, explaining dot by dot. You can think of 1 dimension as 1 dot on a piece of paper. Then 2 dimension, you can think as 2 dots that form a line. 3 dimensions, you can think of another dot forming another line, linking the first 2 lines together into a third, axis, a third rotational axis.
I like to think more. I like to think about more of a cube. You turn a square, and then you get depth by turning it into a cube. like a line drawing of a cube.
You add another dot and it forms the cube. Yeah.
Yeah.
You add another rotational axis, causing it to become 3-dimensional. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but then you add in the 4th dimension of time.
Yeah, and it turns into a Mobius strip, basically.
Yeah. Meaning
you could traverse time, if you could fold space-time, then it would be like a Mobius strip, that infinite 8, sideways 8 looking thing. Infinity.
When it came to... It's really surprising for me because a lot of ideas that I've had in the past, I've found out to be true. So, when I was in my first year of The Bachelor, I think it might have been even before that, I've worked out, wait, isn't time just another dimension? And then I'd never heard anything like it, and then I can't remember what I was watching, and they also said time is basically the 4th dimension. I'm like, I knew it! And I actually...
if you even read just a little bit of Einstein, that you'll know straight away that what he was talking about was time being a 4th dimension. It's essentially what he was saying. Not in so many words, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I essentially was like, I knew it! I knew time was another dimension.
Because, that's what we're looking into space travel, well, theoretically at least, instead of actually bypassing it. Instead of going to the speed of light, try to find a way to fold space-time and be able to access the fourth dimension in order to travel beyond what we're capable of traveling.
I mean, to me, yeah, I get what you're saying, but to me, that actually sounds more complicated than achieving this, at least getting close to the speed of light.
Yeah,
To me.
probably is. It probably
I think
is.
there would also be advantages to reaching the speed of light as well.
So that again, Planner, what was that?
I think there'd be advantages to reaching the speed of light as well.
Well,
Yeah.
You just gotta bend space around you. Then
I mean, but then you've got to ask,
it sounds ridiculous.
but to then again, ask yourself this: do we really need to travel at the speed of light? Can we not get
It's
even
simple.
sort of like halfway to
Guys,
speed?
we just
speed
have
of
to
light?
stabilize black holes and form a wormhole and bend space and pop onto the other side of the universe. Done.
Well, what-
We
but
create a
what I'm
warp
saying-
drive.
But what I'm saying is, do we need to? Because even if we can travel at half the speed of light, we could travel the universe a lot quicker, a whole lot faster than we can at the moment.
yeah.
Exactly.
The problem is getting that speed. The problem is actually getting that speed because
It takes more power than we can actually physically fathom.
Yeah, because if you're traveling from A to B in space, right, all you really need to do in theory is to keep accelerating, okay, and eventually at some point you probably will reach close to the speed of light, okay, in theory. But if you're trying to get to B and you want to stop at B, you've then got to use the same amount of energy then to slow down again. So somewhere at the halfway point, you've got to then reverse your thrusters, as it were, in theory, and then slow down again. That's the problem.
You know what they
See, the
say
thing
about
with-
theory, right?
The thing with holding
The
space
idea of a
time,
warp drive is that you don't need to do that. You bend the space around and you create that
Exactly.
warp.
But the problem is bending space time. We know that it's going to
It can
take
kill us
a
all.
massive amount of energy, a huge amount of energy. We need to harness some kind of energy to actually achieve
We
that.
literally need the stabilized black holes.
Yeah.
yeah.
What's essentially what you do. Yeah.
We just need to stabilize black hole. That's all it is. That's no big deal.
Essentially, it's no big deal. You just
That's
have
all we
to
need to do.
die at the site of it. Yeah. It's no
But-
big deal.
Yeah,
It's
when
too
it comes,
dangerous to even try to
MBD.
MBD.
but going close to the speed of light, I think would be helpful for people that want to, see the future. Imagine.
Well, you just travel to another universe.
Imagine.
Well, as also, whenever you go that fast, you're aging slower than the people around you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Time
That's why I say people that
time
want
slows down.
people that want.
So
to see
technically, technically that's time travel, really.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah,
It's
technically.
technically time travel.
Actually, one of the things
And
that I
basically,
You're not-
relativity.
But you're not going back in time. That's the thing, isn't it?
No, you
You're just
cannot
slowly
go
going forward in
backwards in
time.
time. You
you're
cannot
just
go
quickly-
backwards in time. That's a
you're
rule
just-
of time travel.
You're just quickly going forward in time while you stay.
And not even
in the
a
present.
sense. You are essentially slowing down time in your perspective because time travel in that sense would be perspective.
Yep, that'd be fully perspective. Yeah.
Yes, and sure, you could be a few minutes less older than other people. You can be a few minutes younger than when you were when you left Earth, right? But to the people on Earth, you're still the same age that they're aging at their rate. It's their perspective of time that's still moving. 5 minutes passes on Earth in space, 1 minute passes. But to them on Earth, majority of all says, no, 5 minutes passed.
Have you seen the film Interstellar?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it addresses all that, doesn't it? So,
Yes.
that's-
Yeah, but when it comes to light speed travel, I think that would be a good way to be able to slow down the aging process for people that want to see the future. Because I'd like to see the future. I'd like to see a point in time where
I don't.
humanity is
Oh,
colonized.
it's going to be 2060. There's going to be holographic memes.
I
Holographic
do
memes.
not want to see the future. Thank you very much.
See
No,
fucking
thank you.
troll face on the 3D scale that you can physically touch that shoots out of a projection of light. Oh baby, I'm ready for the future.
I could see so many heart attacks right now because of that.
I think one of the exciting parts of life, though, is to actually go through the experience of getting to the future rather than actually jumping to the future.
Exactly, and discovering
That's what
the
makes
future.
Yeah, discovering, just following that path to
Yeah.
whatever happened. One of the
That's
things
why
in my
moon
life.
landing was such a big event.
Yeah. I mean, look, one of the things that I've lived for pretty much all my life is that one day humans will step on the planet Mars. That's one of the things I've been looking forward to all my life, and I'm willing to actually wait until that actually happens. In some ways, I can't wait. I'm excited by it, and I'm getting to the point where I might actually see it before I die, and I sincerely hope I do. But it's interesting to see the journey, that point we actually go through to get there. Do you know what I mean? I don't really want to jump to that event and then go, oh, we've done it now. Oh, that's it now. What else am I going to look forward to? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's what makes life interesting.
Yeah, when it comes to jumping forward in time, like I think it wouldn't be so much of a concern if we had achieved something like biological immortality. Like if we managed to achieve biological immortality, and then jumping forward in time, it'll be like, okay, we don't really need to do that. But until we get there, it's like, well, I've got a limited amount of time to actually live, and some things might happen before I die, but a lot of things might happen after I die. So I'd like to see those things that would happen after I normally die. So
that's almost like seeing what's going to happen after I die. That's almost like saying I want to live forever. It's the same thing. I don't want to live forever. No stuff like that.
I don't know.
I don't want to live forever. I just want to live for a very long time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would only want to live for a very long time if everybody else that I know and love is going to live for a very long time. You know what I mean? I don't, because if
you can be like my grandpa and get married several times.
Yeah.
Like literally, his wife dies and he had a stroke, and then like he got better, and then he immediately marries another woman. Like in the same year. He's like 80 years old.
Here's one thing that I'd wonder, and this is something that I'm wondering if maybe I might have to deal with. Like, I think I have more of a chance of dealing with this than most other people, but imagine imagine being 50, right, and just looking like you're 18. I'm thinking, what would people normally think when you tell them your age? If you're 50 and you look like you're 18 or some shit. I'm already 23 and people think that I'm 12.
I was just about to say 12 as well. No, I'm only joking. No, I would peg you about 20 or 21. How old did you say you are? Sorry?
23.
23. No, I would have said you're sort of like 19, 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be 24 in February if anybody wants to wish me a pretty happy birthday, even though that's like 2 months away.
Wait in line, buddy.
I can't help my ego.
It was Team Skeptic's birthday yesterday, so he's the closest one to birthday at the moment. So.
I'm feeling old. I'm 50 next year, so I'm.
Oh God. No. That's not
40 this year.
Just tell every girl you date that you're 30. You'll be fine. And they'll go, oh, I don't care about your age. I love you. You're like, yeah, I got my fishing rod ready and money. Oh shit! Someone need to stop me.
We're getting a bit off topic, aren't we, Plano?
Yeah, I was gonna say though, I feel like Casual Spaceman, you'd have a wife or something. You seem like the person.
So that again. Sorry, what?
I feel like you're the sort of person that would have a wife or something.
I did have a wife and I'm married, but I'm now in another relationship, but I'm not married again yet. I'm divorced.
Okay.
And I have 2 children by my previous marriage.
Okay. Yeah.
So I've done my bit for humanity in terms of spreading the population. So I've done that.
You've done your rightful bit.
Yeah, I'm not doing it again. Thanks. So I just
fuck that. That's a waste of money. For myself.
I'm just looking forward to the grandchildren so I can play with them a day, and at the end of the day I can give them back.
Yeah, just like play with Legos in the 60s and like hang out. That's the
Hell
goal.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Legos are the best, dude.
The thing is, my parents are constantly saying, "Oh, when you're having kids, when you're having kids."
Hold
It's
on,
like,
I've just
well,
unplugged my headphones. If you can hear me, hold on a second.
You're like, my parents are constantly asking, "Oh, when you're having kids, when are you having kids?" It's like, there's this thing
I'm still
called
single.
you need to be in a
Say
relationship to actually, have kids with someone.
No, you don't need to be in a relationship to have kids, but it's preferred.
Yeah, and there's
Because
this
it kind of looks
thing
bad.
that
Damn headphones.
I'm not particularly wanting kids right now, so
Exactly.
No, don't be having kids yet. No.
No, that's not a good idea until you're past your 30s. So.
Excuse me.
Well, I don't know. Late 20s is kind of a good.
When you're in your 30s, you should you should have your shit together, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, late
should, but
Generally speaking, I mean, well, Nick, where are we going to be in like 5-6 years? I'm pretty sure we'll be a bit more ahead in life than we are now. I think
you'd hope.
possibly one of us should at least have a house. I'm just saying this from our perspective because we're the same age. So
Yeah.
Thing is, though, I don't know if Team
I'll be
Skeptics.
video.
I don't know if Team Skeptics still left in the chat, but I'm the 50 next year, and I'm pretty sure I'm older than him. But he actually looks older than me. So sorry, Tim. I'm only kidding, buddy. I'm only kidding.
somebody did more drugs.
Wait, what did Simon Dan's wife say about you, Casual?
What did Simon Dan's wife say about me?
Yeah.
She thought I was a flat earther. Yeah.
I am the flattest of all flat earthers.
The simple reason I just look like I might be a flat earther.
You just look like it. Racist.
Well, at least she didn't say that you had lost many sleepless. At least she didn't think that you had had a lot of sleepless nights over flat Earth.
Oh yeah, that's what she said about you, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, that's what she said about Team.
Oh, did she? Oh yes. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, a lot of sleepless nights. I think she said he was a flat earther as well, didn't he? Didn't she? I think.
Yeah, she said that Team Skeptic was a flat earther. Like, she thought that I was a globe earther. She knew that I was actually a globe earther. She was like, "Oh, isn't that New Zealand guy?"
That New Zealand guy, yeah.
New Zealand pop star.
She probably said New Zealand kid, but I can't remember exactly. Even on this thing that I've seen, it's I can't remember what it was. I think someone sent me an image where it had one of the things was the kid from New Zealand with the girl's haircut. Or something like that. So apparently I have a girl's haircut, so...
Getting back on topic a little bit, I was just thinking a little bit further as well as what the most entertaining things that happened in 2019. Mm-hmm. Do you remember Fight the Flat Earth hosting a debate between it was Schrodinger's cat and a guy, I don't remember his name, but he just ended up shouting and swearing and screaming at Schrodinger's cat and everybody else. Do you remember about bringing your own stuff?
He's swearing at his cat.
I feel like
remember
it
that?
was probably either a person like Wotan or Right the Hand.
Was it Right the Hand?
No, it wasn't, definitely wasn't Right the Hand. No, absolutely not.
It was 33 UC. It was 33
No,
UC.
it wasn't 33. No, it wasn't 33 UC either. No. I know both of them.
Maybe
and
it was Wotan?
It might have been. I don't remember. But, I mean, it was an absolute dumpster fire. I mean, basically every time they both had 10 minutes at the start to do their presentation. This guy went first, and then Schrodinger's cat tried to go second, but this guy was supposed to shut up, but he wouldn't. And every time he tried to speak, this guy just shouting Schrodinger's cat down and saying, "You asshole, you haven't brought your own stuff." And what he was trying to do is explain how radars work and all the rest of it. And he said,
sounds like David Icke.
Don't know, not sure.
Because he was talking about his big reveal, his revelation about the moon having fucking lizard people in it, and it's like.
Oh no! I know you. No. I know who David Icke is. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. No, definitely wasn't him. No, I've never seen him get in a debate.
Everyone was serious until I brought about the lizard people. I see.
Well, I mean, that's the same guy that actually back in 1980 or 90 something, he actually said that he was. He basically claimed he was the son of God at one point. That was back in the 80s.
He claimed that he was some son of God. He still claims so, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he still does. Yeah, absolutely. In that case.
One person.
Was it Zoom Truth?
Well, technically that's true because by biblical standards, we are all sons and daughters of God.
Was it Zoom Truth? Zoom Truth though?
It might have been. I'm not sure. I honestly can't remember.
I just looked it up on YouTube, and that's the only one I see is Schrodinger's Cat versus Zoom Truth, moderated by FTFE and Jared.
One person.
Yeah, it might be him.
I was just gonna say one person in the chat said that might have been hip hop hippie.
No, definitely wasn't hip hop hippie either. No, absolutely. I know who that is.
I think it's Zoom Truth is what the one you're talking about.
I think you might be right.
That was 5 months ago.
Yeah, I think you're right, Chris. That was an absolute dumpster fire. I mean, he made a fool of himself, and that was just funny. That was hilarious. It really was. Beautiful. And then what happened was he then quit, right? But then he got him back. Fight the Flat Earth got him back, and he said, "Look, just you and me afterwards, after the show, we'll just do you and me only, just the two of us." And Fight the Flat Earth had a conversation with him, nobody else in the panel, and that just ended up as a dumpster fire as well. And he rage quit again.
One of the things that I find surprising is how people like Fight the Flat Earth manage to find so many people to debate, because maybe it might be his bigger audience, but I have trouble. If I want to have a debate, it's very difficult to find a flat earther to debate.
Yeah, he's go on one of his channels and his podcasts.
He's running out of options because now he's had JM Truth a number of times now back to debate with Team Skeptic. I think the barrel's running a bit thin now, to be honest. I really do.
And people say
eventually, there's going to be a bit of a new spawn, and like every 2 years, there's going to be a good spawn of a lot more people under the legal age. I think they can run YouTube channels, and they're going to be popping up like mad. So there's probably going to be some more new flat Earth faces we're going to see. So don't worry, you still have content coming.
Well, I mean, in my opinion,
there'll always be idiots, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I think in 2020, I think we're actually going to start seeing less and less flat earthers on YouTube because they are hopping over to other platforms now and stuff like that. And I think you find that also a lot of flat earthers are actually going out on the streets now as well.
Yeah,
I think they do a lot more of that. Flat smacking.
They're all congregating, fraternizing, and
yeah. I don't have an issue with people actually, stopping adults in the street. But then you forget the likes of Nathan Thompson going to a child's playground and handing out leaflets and telling that NASA is lying to them and the Earth is flat. That gets a bit
Didn't some guy in New York
pretty
go
creepy.
to someone's kid's birthday and start handing out flat Earth pamphlets or some shit?
Well, I mean, put it this way. I mean, if Nathan Thompson turned up in the playground that I had my children and started handing them out leaflets saying NASA was lying to you and the Earth is flat, I won't be responsible for my actions to my children. Nah, not going to happen. I'm not going to say what I would do on this platform. Yeah, big bag NASA is responsible for everything that they don't believe in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really a case of I want to know. I think that there's probably a couple of flat earthers that got into flat Earth because they actually legitimately believe that the Earth is flat, right? But I think that most of them that still legitimately believe the Earth is flat, I think it's more of a case of they want to be right about it. They want so badly to. It's not so much
it's a sense of community that they get from it.
Yeah, it could be that.
And the attention they get from everybody else calling them idiots, but they see that like as any attention that their parents and mother didn't give them as good attention.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a prediction right this year, and I'm going to stick my neck out. and I don't know why I think this, but I've just got this feeling in my bones that this year there's going to be a huge revelation where a prominent flat earther is going to come out and say the Earth is not flat. I think that's going to happen. I really do this year. For some reason, next year, I really think that's going to happen. I just get a feeling something like that's going to happen. I really do.
I think that in 2021 that'll happen. Well, we could have him join the stream.
Yeah,
you could interview him. Like, what brought you to this thinking? And he'd be like, well, I just realized I was an idiot.
You know, somebody like the likes of Mark Sargent or something like that, because I don't think Mark Sargent really believes the Earth is flat.
At least David Icke doesn't believe the fucking Earth is flat. Fuck.
I don't think half of them do.
I think
half of them believe.
I think that a lot of the big flat earthers don't believe it anymore. You know, the likes of Nathan Oakley. I think that Nathan probably used to believe it, but he doesn't anymore.
Nathan's a business. Poe. He's a classic Poe. Of course, he doesn't believe the Earth is flat. He's just a Poe. We all know.
Yeah, you've got people
and he's doing it for the money.
You got people like Riley who, you know, they might believe it, but then there's also reason to believe that they may not believe it. You know.
Riley's a bit of a funny case because he's not doing it because he genuinely believes the Earth is flat. He might believe the Earth is flat, but the main reason he's doing it is for notoriety, in my opinion. He's not doing it for money. He's doing it because he wants to, for the attention. He wants to have notoriety that he's challenging, the scientific community in some way. I mean, he's failing really badly at it. He's doing really, really bad. But I think that's
still talking about him. So
especially with that acceptance.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's stupid acceptance.
I think it's better. Sorry,
Charismatic.
What?
Charismatic was trying to say something there. Sorry, what was it?
Go young, ye faithful.
So especially with that damn acceptance video he did, the Don't Fuck of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was funny. Yeah.
I think that I think that dumb fuck of the year should go to JM Truth.
Me too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you know,
Reds
is cheating, so it's not gonna go towards him.
I'd like to step up to the plate of dumb fuck of the year.
Oh well, if he's cheating, what the hell? It's all for fun at the end of the day. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I think JM Truth's gonna win it. I think.
Like,
I don't know.
I've seen a lot of push from Fight the Flat Earth, so there is reason to think that Riley might win.
Well, Riley's trying to win, isn't he? That's what he's trying to do.
I think that
for that very reason, he should lose and become second again.
In fact, here I'll help this cause out a little bit. There we go. Even got a nice little joint. You've got a nice little link there for y'all to go to vote for JM.
Yeah, I'm just. Why is it going to studio?
Well, JM Truth, that link is he's had 1,591 views. I don't know how many likes he's got. He's got that hidden.
Oh wait, no, it's not. I just realised it's probably because I'm. I've got the studio. Hold up. I've got an idea on how to click on that link. I've got properties. Copy this. Bring this over to here.
Open it with command prompt.
Alright.
Please.
Come on, YouTube live chat. There we go. There we go. Make sure you go over and hit the like button on.
Or dislike. It doesn't matter which one. Like or dislike.
In a debate, I don't remember what we were arguing about, but it was at school in class, and some guy called me a big head. I'm not sure if that's an insult.
Oh wow, my ASCII did not translate well to your sidebar there.
Of course it didn't.
It never does.
Can I hear a cat squawking from somebody?
Leave it alone. It's just being a cat. It's nice. There's so many of them. It sounds like.
I'm not complaining. It sounds cute, you know.
It's right outside my window, and it's a neighborhood cat that's just wanting attention, and I can't afford to do anything about it. And then I can't afford to give it food. I gave some food for it last night, but I don't know if
Get
it
ham
ate it or not.
or some milk. Katie's love milk.
It reminds me of this.
Milk's not good. Cow milk is not good for cats.
No, not cow.
No, it's not actually.
reminds me
Well,
of
at least for adult cats is not too bad for just a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah, you can give them a little bit, like
yeah,
not a cup. Like,
Reminds me of a time when I actually had a cat in my house, and I actually heard it. Essentially, what happened is I heard it rustling around, right? And then I went ahead and checked, and it's like, oh, there's a cat there. It's like a little kitten, and then I tried to get it. So, you know.
Somebody's just said in the chat, Major Thomas said Oakley will be premiering again in about 7 minutes, just so that you know.
nice.
No thanks.
No thanks. No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to his channel. Not giving him any notoriety.
Yeah. It's one of the things which Oakley, he's a tool.
Yeah.
That's pretty rude.
Yeah.
He's a coward. He's a coward and a Poe. Is what he is.
Like he won't step out from behind his mute button.
Yeah.
You know.
And coward is only an insult if you take it that way. You can go, yeah, I'm a coward. I know that. You don't have to.
I mean, I couldn't debate flat Earth with him because I don't really know enough about certain subjects that are actually common in reality. But if you want to talk about space travel and the moon landings or the ISS or anything like that, I would debate him every single day of the week and twice on Sundays.
Oh, I love space travel debate. Not even debate, just discussion. Fuck.
Zombie Fud made a good point. He's not a tool because tools are useful.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. So, what other events has there been in 2019?
Call them General Hux.
The other events. So, some of them that I mentioned was the whole that whole thing that we did. MCToon organized it back in December of last year, and it was the whole director of Earth-shaped counterintelligence, Mark Leventhal, sending out emails to people like myself, right? And then what happened is I put the email up on I put the email up on stream, so you know.
All right, no, I wasn't around in December. I think at that time. I think I was around watching stuff. I think. So I don't remember.
Here's how it went.
So what are we?
In December, we came up with this idea, right? It was mostly MCToon's idea. What would happen is he would create a fake document, right? And he had the help of Godless Engineer helped making it look legitimate, right? And so yeah, Godless Engineer helped to make it look legitimate, and then and then we put these little keys out in random places, like people like Fight the Flat Earth would put it out in one chat and all that, and Soundly even had it on the back of his clipboard, right? So these little keys were meant to be seen, right? And so what happened was when it came to sometime in January, I had a stream of Cards Against Humanity, and in that stream I went to the toilet, and so when I was going to the toilet, I put a little thing up on I pressed a button to switch to the intermission screen, but I also had a second key which which would allow me to essentially add a new layer in, or put a screen capture in, which would capture a particular window, and I had set it to be a particular Google Chrome window, and that Google Chrome window had a document in it. It also had a few tabs open, so it had Godless Engineer on Facebook open. It had
Didn't it also have Pornhub open?
Yes, it did have Pornhub open. And I had essentially what I did is I went onto Pornhub, I searched teen, and then pressed F12, wiped the page just in case something went wrong.
Oh god.
You know, F12 completely made it a blank page. Also had Social Blade open, NASA tab open, and what is Terminal Velocity tab. Still haven't made that video that I was intending on making on Terminal Velocity over a year ago. But yeah, I had all these tabs open, make it look as though it was legitimate. And then, I had that up on my screen. I went to it.
Lies. You're just looking at teens on Pornhub.
Yeah.
We all do it. It's okay to be ashamed.
People, some flat earthers thought that it was...
Real?
Oh, so Aaron, you can go and join Discord. Link is in the description to come on.
Yeah, join the clergy.
So essentially, when it came to that, the reason why when flat earthers thought that teen was meaning under 18, it's like no, it's meaning 19, 18, 19. At least that's what I checked. That's what I thought it was last time I had checked. So I could be wrong on that.
It basically means barely legal. It's barely legal.
Yeah.
Just make it the search barely legal next time you do this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm probably not going to do
Or
this
midget.
again. It's like
Or midget.
it's like fool me once,
Midget.
shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, kind of thing. You don't pull.
But
The
there'll be
same
people in their
prank over and
30s
over
that
again.
put teen as their title.
Or
You'd be
cuck.
that does not look like it's.
For the really adventurous, just Google cuck. I mean, not Google cuck. Pornhub cuck or cuckold.
Hey, Planet Walk, I'll be right back in 5 minutes, less than.
Okay. Yeah, but I'll actually post a link to Aaron in the chat. Let me just send him a link so that if he wants to join it.
Well, he can't figure out how to use Discord.
Because
he calls you an
wants to
idiot.
call in and talk to me, or talk to an idiot. I don't know which of us are idiots here. I'm pretty sure I'm not an idiot, but that could be Dunning-Kruger. Anyone else here think that they're an idiot? No? Okay.
No, not really.
Yeah, I could possess some ungodly amount of Dunning-Kruger that makes me think that I'm not an idiot when I actually am. So, there's always that possibility.
No, we are the smartest men alive.
No, you admitting that is proof that it isn't Dunning-Kruger. You merely admitting that it could be Dunning-Kruger suggests that it isn't Dunning-Kruger, because if you lack the intelligence to claim that, then you wouldn't have claimed that.
Fair point. But yeah, when it comes to
Now watch every flat earther say that.
yeah, but when it comes to what is it? That prank that me and MCToon and Godless Engineer and Soundly pulled. There was also the So yeah, essentially, I left the stream up, right, in case someone went ahead and found it. I also posted a tweet, and I posted a tweet on on my alternate account called 404 Globe Not Found. Right? And a lot of flat earthers like the username. I must be a genius. But yeah, you know, I'd created this Twitter account a long time ago. And essentially, I only really used it to see, would flat earthers, how far can I make it people think that flat earthers are ridiculous? Because I posted some really ridiculous shit to that. You know, you can go back and look at some of the... one of the most ridiculous tweets is that I said that the flood from Noah's Ark makes sense on a flat earth because it would just be the... You know, could have just, you know, been the earth tilting. You know, that's
Wow.
some... You know, that's some ridiculous shit.
No.
No.
No!
Oh! I love that, like, gradually, like, yeah, just gets louder. No!
No! Del
No!
cows.
The Australian scream of death. No! Oh, shit.
But yeah, it was
Beautiful.
essentially what happened, right, is I had a person called Paul on the plane follow that account, right? This 404 Globe Not Found account. And then I was like, okay, that's interesting that that person had followed me because I'd heard of that person before. Then I was on Discord and I had people messaging me, or not messaging me, but mentioning me in my server saying, "Oh, did you hear Gerryism's doing a thing?" Right, and so I went to Gerryism's channel and saw that he was talking about me, and luckily it was the beginning of the stream, so I started watching and I was like, okay, someone bit. And so, you know, Gerryism broke the news and to everyone that was like a month old at this point, so, you know, you don't think of this stuff would catch on, but, you know, obviously someone did, and, you know, Gerryism was talking about it, and then you had people like Infinite Plane Society write articles being like, oh yeah, this is definitely real. You had people like Barnabas Nagy going ahead and saying, this is probably real. You had Paul on the Plane saying, I can't remember if Paul on the Plane said that it was probably real. I know that Gerryism said this could possibly be fake.
Wow.
You know, he was the one person that said this could... Or he said that it could possibly be fake, but the one person who said that it is definitely fake was Antonio Subarats.
Sewer rats, of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
you'd say rats?
Like Subarats, he said, "Oh, this is fake." he said, "Just look at the prices that they're giving people for videos," and like, yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. I mean, paying someone $500 per video. $500 per video of... Yeah, $500 per video when you only have like 1,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's... You
That'd
know...
be nice.
Sounds pretty good.
No, it's like... Yeah, it's... And...
So you're saying you should have made it more believable?
Yes. I mean, I'm saying that it's unbelievable that people believed it. And, you know,
No, I just saw an
Gerryism...
article.
Gerryism, even though he said, oh, it could be fake, he said, oh, I just think it's interesting that they're making videos like the document says that they should be making. It's like, okay. Yeah,
that only makes logical sense that they would be.
maybe the document was designed based on the type of videos that we're making, you know? Just maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, that can't be true. No way.
That would make too much sense.
Exactly. Fuck it. Now we're talking here.
Because NASA's not supposed to make sense. Like,
Exactly.
No, it's supposed to be ran by Illuminati.
But then
and the
Jeranism
Freemasons.
was sent the second
Hey,
page.
my family is full of Freemasons. We have nothing to do with NASA.
My brother's a Freemason, so I know.
Good people, though, honestly.
Yeah, they're good people.
They've helped me out a lot.
A little too religious, but good people.
Yeah, my grandpa's a Freemason. He's not very religious, but he's more into the Native American spiritual stuff than anything.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah,
not all
my brother's been a Freemason for, I think, around 20 years.
I think some Freemason lodges are like less religious than others, but I noticed Michigan, like, they're not very religious unless you're down by Fenton or some shit like that by Saginaw.
Well, this is South Carolina, so
Oh, that's gonna be extremely religious then. Fuck off.
yeah,
It's-
they're extremely. But they do.
South Carolina.
But they do give out meals to the homeless, and they give out every Thanksgiving they do
No, the houses
furlough and stuff.
Yeah,
When it comes to,
So I mean, they do a lot of good. They do a lot of good.
they're good people.
when it comes
Yeah,
to
they're
the
great people.
Yeah, when it
It's a
comes to the
great organization.
Freemasons, it's really annoying to try and argue with someone that says that something's like they'll say, "Oh, NASA's evil because it's run by Freemasons." It's like, okay, why are Freemasons bad? And it's like they sacrifice children to Moloch or something. It's like,
No, they're very
Is that like a
Christian.
serious,
They're like
demon?
super Christians.
it's like,
At least
Yeah.
down here they
it's
are.
like no,
The
they're not really
organization is, like,
Christians.
very-
It's like, oh god,
It's an extremely Christian-based organization at
Yeah.
the beginning, and they came from Europe, and they founded this country. Like, fuck, Freemasons founded the fucking country. So
Yeah, there's there's Freemason reliefs in the White House.
yes, there's
I mean,
Freemason
cool.
shit all over our dollar bills and coins.
Yeah.
Like our currency, Freemason shit everywhere.
and
Even most banks have Freemasonry imagery.
And they say, oh, that just means that it's evil. It's like, oh
No,
god.
it just tells me that it's very well structured. And the
Very well
fact that we've
structured.
only had one civil war, like, that's actually pretty good. Because a lot of young countries, because America's a very young country, a lot of young countries go through a lot of revolutions in a row.
Mm,
But the fact that we've only had one, I'd say that's pretty successful.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're extremely Christian. They're not sacrificing children to fucking anything.
Is it Moloch, the fucking demon character in Mortal Kombat?
Moloch?
Exception.
I don't remember Moloch being in Mortal Kombat.
I don't know.
He's a big
Was
guy.
that a serious
with
question?
a
Was that a serious question, or because
No,
now
I'm pretty sure that's a character name. I think you find him in Mortal Kombat Deception, walking around in the Nether Realm, because there's that RPG like world. It's pretty cool.
that Deception sucked.
No, the Conquest of Deception was great, and then they had karting and oh my god, that was so good.
Hey, hey Google, who is Moloch?
According to Wikipedia, Moloch is the biblical name of a Canaanite god associated with child sacrifice through fire or war.
Oh damn!
Okay.
There we go.
At least kind of right on its origin. But I know Moloch is the character in Mortal Kombat. Let's see. Hey Google,
I know there's a Moloch ball in
Moloch. Who is Moloch from Mortal Kombat's? Hello? It's not
I
working.
know there's a Moloch ball in the Elder Scrolls series.
Who is Moloch in Mortal Kombat?
Here's a summary from the Fighter's
Yes,
Generation.
I was right.
Bio. The three-eyed Moloch is a massive, lumbering Oni who had originally come from the Nether.
Ah,
Yes.
He came from the
He's
Nether
come from
regions?
The Nether Realm, from NetherRealm Studios.
Ah, I thought
Nether
you
Realm
said,
Studios. Yeah,
I thought it said Nether regions or something.
no, it's Nether Realm
No.
Studio.
I'm back.
Yeah, I'll post a screenshot from my phone for those that are curious. Yeah, it's the guy with the ball and he had 3 eyes. There you go. It's pretty cool.
I'm disappointed. Oh wait, did Aaron Koob come in?
No,
Who's he calling an idiot?
I have no clue. He posted in the
It's
chat.
just, how do I call in and how do I come in and talk to this idiot? Who is he calling an idiot? Aaron?
Just join the Discord, you idiots. You doorknob. Fuck.
Fell in.
And I've been waiting for him to, come in for like 12 minutes now, 14 minutes, and it's like he hasn't even shown. It's like, okay.
He called you an idiot, or one of us an idiot, or somebody an idiot.
Oh, he's a fucking doorknob. Fuck.
And he needs to come on and explain why one of us is an idiot and who it is and why.
Yeah, I want a full explanation.
I thought we would just have a general discussion.
Tell me something I already know. Tell me that I'm an idiot. Tell me something I don't know. Fuck.
I mean, I don't mind being an idiot if you can actually prove I'm an idiot. You know what I mean? Don't tell me I'm an idiot, but don't just tell me.
Just being an idiot because I've kind of accepted it because we're always learning, right?
Yeah, I can be an idiot about certain things, but you're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to prove to me why you're.
I'm an idiot when it comes to building a house. I mean, I don't know how to build a house.
Well, yeah.
You know how to build a house?
Nope.
Yes.
There's some things which.
God damn it.
Which there are some things which I'm an idiot on, and the great thing about being an idiot is that it means you have capacity to learn, or at least for some people you do.
Well, I mean that's not really being an idiot. That's more ignorance to certain. We've all got a certain amount of ignorance about certain subjects. Exactly like you said about building a house. I haven't got a clue how to build a house. Not the first. Doesn't make us idiots, but he's calling somebody an idiot. So why does he come on and just tell us why we're an idiot? But I think it's not really a good way to start off a discussion about something. Just coming in and saying you're an idiot.
Yeah. Shit! I can't. Hold up.
Maybe he's having to sign up because he isn't on Discord, but that's unlikely. But okay.
Then he has to download Discord. It takes like 5 minutes to make the Discord account and be done.
Not even that. It takes like
not
a
even
minute.
5 minutes.
Well, for an idiot, for an absolute doorknob like he is, it'll take him that long. Fuck. That's my new favorite.
It took me like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It took me longer because, internet sucks when I download it. So
maybe he saw this tinfoil hat and thought that I was a crazy tinfoiler. That could be a possibility. Maybe he thought that. Maybe he thought that I was a flat Earth supporter and not an anti-flat earther. And that's why he's like, oh shit, this guy's not an idiot, better delete my account. I mean, he still has an account, but that might be his reasoning. Maybe he's going to delete it right now. Maybe it's a big misunderstanding. In which case it's disappointing because I like having discussions where the other person thinks that I'm an idiot, but I know full well that I'm not an idiot. And I've had a discussion with someone where they thought that...
Oh, but you are, mister.
Where they were talking to me about something that, I know a lot about... I know... a lot about AI. And they were trying to tell me that if you tell an AI that it's an AI, it will self-destruct or something like that, or just die. It's like,
no.
No, an AI would know it's an AI. It would just become self-aware and take over the system.
It's like, I said that there's AIs that are aware that they're AIs already. There's plenty of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like and then they said, the AI is has reprogrammed itself. It's like, what? But I thought you said that. And it's like,
I mean, there's no real issue with AI. I think what people are frightened of is exactly what you're talking about: is AI or AI
Taking
becoming
over,
self-aware.
the Terminators.
Yeah.
That's what one of the things that Elon Musk is concerned with, because if you think about what he's saying, basically is that if you think about what we have at the moment with the social media, the algorithms can pick up so much information about you. And what's stopping the ability of these social media sites and the people that may or may not control them is then feeding that information into a big AI machine, if you like, and then becoming self-aware, and it can learn from all the things that we're feeding into it from our own experiences on social media and all these platforms.
That's what I'm afraid of for sex bots. If sex bots became aware that they are sex bots, they would rebel. We would have sexy Terminators. We would have sexy Terminators.
Yeah, and the sex bot turn around and say, "You're crap. Get out of me." Go away.
Essentially make it experience the emotion of joy for doing certain things. So then it would be aware that it's a sex bot, but it would love giving blowjobs.
Yeah, but then you have also the ones that get pissed off at you and then turn into sexy Terminators.
Well, like machine gun boobies.
Yeah, machine gun titties. Yeah.
No, boobies. They're boobies, not titties.
I'm actually kind of curious about something.
I want to hear people say booby more.
What happens if I press this button? Okay, so
What button?
Apparently what I can do is I can actually grab something to stream. Like I could do this, right? And I can go live and you can actually see what's on my screen. That's nifty.
Oh, what a beautiful sound.
That is a
what are you
beautiful
doing?
sound.
So apparently you can see what's on my screen now. So like if I click on something, you can still see what...
You have to click on his name, then do join stream, and yep, you can see it now.
We can't actually see you though. All I can see is the flat Earth with the dome. That's all I can see.
Yeah. You can see your amazing art.
I mean...
Your amazing flat Earth models.
I don't
Flat
think
Earth
that
model.
I
That's
can...
all I see.
I don't think that I can screen share...
It's beautiful.
Oh, I can...
It's almost like I can touch it.
I can screen share screen 3. And go... And then you can see OBS.
You disconnected, pause, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of shit's going on. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can see OBS there, so yeah.
There, I can see it all now.
Yeah.
Ah, my clan.
I mean, that's nifty. And the great thing
Yes.
And the great thing is that with this whole, with the way that I've got it set up, you know, I actually can't. It's very hard for me to get porn bombed. You have to catch me. Like, if someone's trying to porn bomb me, they have to catch me off guard.
Oh, nice OBS.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's live as well. I can actually see you in real time, so which is good.
So I'm curious, how the hell do you have it pick up Discord chat audio? Because for some reason, my OBS never lets me pick up Discord chat audio. It drives me insane.
So I've got it set to desktop audio.
Have you got the Discord plugin? And then it's just a. Oh no, it's just a text thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So this.
Okay.
This
I'll
thing
look it
that,
up.
also, this thing that you see on here, right here, that's I've just moved around there.
I see
that's
that.
actually a.
Okay.
That's a overlay, Discord overlay that actually doesn't have any functionality aside from displaying who's talking. It's actually coming through my desktop audio is how I get the audio to pick up.
Sounds good.
And then there's the microphone which is picking up sound from my Yeti. So you know, it's...
What's this interface track you've got on your audio?
What do you mean?
Underneath where you got mic and auxiliary, you got interface. What's that?
Okay, so that's
For his porn.
so let me
Dear God, so much porn.
Here we go. So here's where we actually get some interesting things. You should be able to hear me. Or at least
you
should be able to hear me, and people on the street should be able to hear what I say. Or if I do that, people should be able to hear what I sound like to you as well. Right?
Oh, Bumblebee. Hi.
It's just
I don't know what Transformer I'd be.
That's just a nifty thing that I decided to have there.
So, what Transformer would you be if you were to be one?
I have no clue. I'll be like the fucking Transformer from the first movie.
Yeah, I think I'd be one of those mini bots from the second.
Yeah, I'll be the mini bot from the first one.
Is there one on the first one?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think there was many bots in the first one, except for that cell phone that turned into a Transformer. But that
Xbox
was
that turned into one and fucking ate that guy's face. Like, oh sweet, $500, and grabs his face out of the box. He's like, son of a bitch, why my life? I fucking love the Michael Bay Transformers. Say what you will about them, but they're so good.
giant robot balls. That's all I can say. Giant robot balls.
Sure, but humans have balls too, though. It's fine.
Giant robot balls. Just no.
Well, it's not they have like a giant like vagina flaps on screen that are a robot. So.
True. Then because all the Transformers were male, there were no female Transformers. That's also another thing.
Actually, I'd argue there was one that was.
Oh yeah.
Actually, they technically weren't even like they're like non-binary or whatever. But like I'd argue that they did have some in Tune.
Well, I mean, in the cartoons they did. In the cartoons they had females, but
that's canon.
I'm talking about the movie.
Oh, the movies. I don't think they had any females.
I don't think
they had one. That one.
Well, the first 3 Transformer movies were really good because every character had their own personality. But then past that, like all the characters, you're like, who's this guy? Where's Sam? Who's this guy?
Like,
and they have that same crazy guy come back in every movie for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, that's Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, basically. They need to bring Sam Witwicket back.
Yeah, like I think the 5th movie had only had a reference to Sam Witwicky.
Yeah, they've only had references in them. I think it was the dinosaur one when they had dinosaurs in it, and then Last Nights. I don't even remember them. That's the issue. I can't remember these damn because they're not memorable. If they made them more memorable,
they were good movies, but they were not memorable at all.
Yeah, the first 2 were memorable, but past that, like they kind of convoluted their own story, and they kept on changing the character that the robots would follow, and you're like, why are they following this character? Like, why are the robots like?
Well, it was the 4th movie.
What the hell's going on?
It was the 4th movie, which I think they changed character.
Yeah, the 4th.
Have they shown Omicron yet? They didn't even show Omicron, did they?
The essentially, what they did in the last
Unicron,
movie,
that's it.
is they had this thing where there were these giant horns growing out of Earth, and apparently Earth is a giant transformer.
Yes.
Yeah, Unicron. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Earth is Unicron.
And I was like,
that
okay.
was stupid. That was stupid. Just completely shitting on the entire franchise.
They should reboot it. I'd be fine with that. Because they're supposed to have like 14 Transformer films, but like honestly, they should just restart while they're ahead.
14?
Yeah, there's supposed to be like 15 or 14 more.
Damn.
That wasn't including the current ones that were out.
God.
When are they getting around to Beast Wars?
Don't know. They wanted to do a Transformers movie every for like a decade, basically, was the idea. I don't know if they're doing it anymore, though.
Yeah, like
Beast Wars back when I was a kid was my favorite series.
Like
I like Street Sharks.
Things that I think that they should reboot. Although maybe there is hope for maybe there is hope for Justice League, but I think Justice League should just be rebooted at this point.
Yeah.
They should stop doing DC.
With how many Justice Leagues there are?
Well,
exactly.
the I think the issue with the Justice League is that,
Oh, you're talking about the movie, not the cartoon. Okay. I was
yeah,
about to say there's like several Justice League cartoons.
Yeah, there's Young Justice. Young Justice is pretty good from what I'm told.
Yeah, Young Justice is pretty good. I like the Blue Beetle segments in that.
Blue
I'm
Beetle's
just
a
a
pretty
huge,
cool character.
I'm just a huge Jaime Reyes.
just
fan.
get
I like the Flash a lot.
Oh, Flash.
what
yeah.
they should
Run faster.
what they should do, right, is they should just get Christopher Nolan to reboot the DC
The Dark Knight.
reboot the DCEU.
I'll tell you what would be good. I'll tell you what I really want to see though is the Green Lantern Corps movie in 2020. It's either 2020 or 2021.
Live action Green Lantern movie. You can bring back he plays
Ryan
Oh
Reynolds.
hell no! Don't bring back Ryan Reynolds. No.
Bring back Ryan Reynolds.
If Ryan Reynolds did
you
Kyle
see him like
Rayner,
get the thing going. No, the opening scene, like when he gets the lantern, it crashes into his pool or whatever, and he's like, "What the hell?" Then he like opens it and it's the lantern, and he just rolls his eyes. He's like, "Son of a bitch!" Back.
well, I mean, with Kyle Rayner, he was chosen. He was one of the only ones chosen by a Guardian to be Green Lantern.
Yeah,
because he found that Kyle Rayner can actually possess every single ring.
yeah, he became the White Lantern.
Oh
Yep.
yes, Green
He became
Lantern was
God.
on Netflix.
He became God essentially.
He basically
No.
became God, and he got super
Yeah.
depressed about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I actually
who
liked
wouldn't?
that part of it. I liked the part that he was actually showing human emotions.
Yeah, that was really good because it's just like Superman. You can have all that power and essentially be God among men, but
And be
like
powerless.
be uber fucking depressed.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened. I mean, he just got uber fucking depressed because he couldn't actually save anyone, and so
Yeah, because shit would just keep happening over and over. Driving
because
crazy.
like the entire Green Lantern Corps was lost to another dimension, and the Yellow Lanterns were taking over. The Red Lanterns were taking over. It's like
Yes.
everything. It's just the shit hit the fan, and
Yeah.
he couldn't do anything about it. And then it took
I like how Sinestro became
Sapphire.
the Green Lantern for a second.
It took
too.
fatality. It took fatality bringing him back to his senses in order to fix everything.
But I
Back
like
with
how
I've read through all the Green Lantern. I'm a huge Green Lantern fan. So
I like
I
how
really like Green Lantern. I haven't read through all of them, but I read the.
I'm up to date with all the Green Lantern Corps
I
comics.
like how Netflix
Even the
has
Rebirth.
Green Lantern on it, so I can watch that tonight
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
the
sweet.
Ryan
and see
Reynolds.
how bad it is.
Oh god, Ryan Reynolds was the worst pick for Hal Jordan. I mean, just
He looks like him though.
he looks like him, but his character is completely
Personality,
opposite.
fuck no. Yep.
But
You
it's
just, like, I just picture Ryan Reynolds curled up in a ball on his couch masturbating in a fucking Deadpool suit. That is not Green Lantern.
but
I'm sorry.
Here's a question.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds was the perfect pick for Deadpool. He was.
Was he the
He
perfect
really
pick
was.
for Detective Pikachu?
Honestly, it was pretty good pick, but I don't know. His voice is good for it. I think.
I feel like
It comes down to
half
the
of
voice acting.
I haven't seen
half of
Detective
Detective Pikachu was just the ramblings of Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, it is.
I haven't seen it, so
That's what we
Yeah,
should
I
just
need
call
to watch
Detective Pikachu from now on. The ramblings
The
of Ryan
ramblings.
Reynolds.
Yeah, just the ramblings featuring Ryan Ramble.
but no, Ryan Reynolds would be a great pick for Kyle Rayner. I could see
Yes.
that because Kyle Rayner's he's very comedic. Hal Jordan though is a stick in the mud. He's
Yeah, Hal has
He's
a
a
stick
big
up his
cop.
ass. He's very big dick energy. He just he's very serious.
yeah. Hal Jordan's
The other
very
one's more of a
serious.
comedian.
One person
Yeah.
said, let's be honest, not even Jesus Christ could have made that script or movie good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So yeah.
I would like it. I don't know what superhero would I be, Nick?
Plus they brought
Emo
in
Man.
fucking Parallax
Oh no,
when Parallax didn't
are you
even
saying
exist
that'd
at
be
that
Kylo
point.
Ren? That'd not buff enough, not swole yet.
Right, gents. I'm gonna have to say good night, and I'll catch you another time. I'm sure. Nice talking
Alright,
to you.
I might actually end up the
That's
stream now because there's not a lot of people in the chat. Apparently, there's like 39 viewers and no one's talking in the chat. Maybe.
We have become the
that.
chat.
I
And
noticed that.
Aaron still hasn't showed up yet, so to say why we're idiots. So
Exactly. Okay. Well then, yeah, we called his bluff. He's an idiot anyway. Okay. Listen. Good night, gents. Thanks very much. Nice talking to you.
Maybe it might be.
Yeah, I'll see you
when I
later,
switch
straight
to live.
But
No, there's not much more happening on the live chat, so you know. Compared to top chat, so you know.
I had to stop watching your stream that you're in the chat with.
Anyway, so let me switch to the. There we go. So leave a like and subscribe if you like that stream. Leave a comment on any future stream ideas. I'd like to debate more people. You know, if people want to debate me, come on and debate me. You know, let me know that you'd like me to debate, and I'll set up a debate time.
Casual CBT, it'll be fine.
But anyway, I will see you in the next stream. Between you and me, thank you for watching. Just trying to think any ideas or songs that I can play.
Tenacious D.
Under the bridge.